Raymond Ramos, Recover House Worship, Ray Ramos Coaching. I just gave my last book away. I gave it away to somebody who wanted it, so I can't show you my book. But I got a bunch of books here. I don't know if you can see them. I got books upon books upon books upon books upon books. And so this book was written by a mentor of mine. He's famous. Everybody knows about him. He's I've been blessed to be mentored by him. 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Powerful leadership book. All right. This book, written by another mentor of mine. This is the Faith book by Dr. James O. Davis. Blessed to be able to be mentored by this man, both of these guys, Sean Maxwell and James O. Davis, doctors both. Bless my life. I learned that leaders are readers, right? And this book was written by somebody I know. I hang out with this guy at a particular spot once a week. All right. This guy, I know this guy too, 9090 Daily Devotional, Robert Lambert, right? So I know this guy, nice little devotional book, praise the Lord. I know this guy, No Regrets, The Journey, Hector LaForce, from the Bronx, now in Orlando, Florida. One of Danny's CDs in here. Okay, very good. So Rob Lambert wrote a book. Hector LaForce wrote a book. David Parker wrote a book. This book, Mess to Majestic. Laura McCarthy, Palm Bay, Florida, wrote a book. Her and her husband are an incredible power couple. Her husband's actually getting ordained in Palm Bay very soon, Recovery Church Movement. But I know Laura, very powerful woman of God. And then this guy, his second book that I got, his other book is around there too. From Scars to Stars, Joey and Jody Pagano. I actually did their wedding. I performed the sermon at their wedding. From Scars to Stars. Joey, second book. Jody, they're both social workers, traveling the world. They're traveling social workers. They're changing many lives, impacting men. But they wrote a book. All right. I know this guy too, Pastor Pedro Rodriguez, the pastor chef. I call him celebrity chef, but the pastor chef. I got this book signed yesterday. Shout out to Pastor Pedro. Then I got this book. I know this guy, Pastor Randy Quinones, Pain to Power. And I got these two books that changed my life when it comes to money mindset, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and of course the Cash Flow Quadrant. Both books by by Robert Kiyosaki. All right. So these are two books. I don't know him, but he's blessed my life with, especially this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you've never read it, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a must read. Okay. So I'm just going through my books, and like I said, I don't got my book. I gave it away, but I wrote a book. I can't believe it. I'm a #1 best-selling author, international best-selling author. And so is Randy Quinones, #1 best-selling author, international best-selling author. Pastor Pedro, I promise you, he will be a #1 best-selling author, and so forth. Okay. Why am I talking about books? Because I'm writing 2 more books this year, right? 2 more books. Grateful to God that I'm writing books. I got into book writing. Devon Bannerson, right? He wrote a book, Fatherhood is Leadership. Came to the church and signed it for me. A couple other people wrote books. Some of these people I know personally. Some of them I go to meetings with every week. Some of them I go to church with every week. Some of whatever it may be. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm writing 2 more books, and a couple other people writing books. I don't want to shout nobody out yet, but maybe you thought about writing a book, right? I put a link in the description. If you ever thought about writing a book, I believe everybody has a book in them. Everybody got a story to tell, especially in Recovery House of Worship. If you're in recovery, if you attend 12-step meetings, if you're a Christian and you've been to, you got a testimony. If you're a pastor, you can talk about your ministry. Everybody got a book inside of them. Some of them got more than 1 book. I believe I got several more books inside of me besides these 2 that are coming out, right? And so if you ever thought about writing a book, if you want to write a book, if you think it's impossible or difficult, you got limiting beliefs, or you struggle with imposter syndrome, or whatever it may be, hit the link, send me your information, and I will get back with you to see if we can work together in getting your book published. All right. I can help. I have personal firsthand experience at getting my book written, published, became a #1 best-selling author and an international best-selling author. I also have firsthand experience with helping another author, Randy Quinones, get his book published. I have experience getting his book published, helping him become a #1 best-selling author and an international best-selling author. I have this experience. I know how to get this done. If you are interested in getting your book from inside of you onto paper and getting your book out there and don't know how, I can help you. Okay, I can help you. Hit the link, give me information, and I'll send you an email. All right. God bless you. Get your book out there. It's not impossible. I just told you, Laura did it, David did it, Hector did it, Randy did it, Pedro did it, Rob did it. And so many, and these are my personal, I know these people personally. So if they can do it, if I can do it, I did it. I wrote a book. And if you want the link to my book, you can hit me on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. I'm on Instagram, The Recovery Pastor. I'm on TikTok, The Recovery Pastor, Pastor Raymond Ramos on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. You can find me. And I can send a link to my book. But I was telling somebody that me and Randy wrote our books so one day we can read your book. Think about that. Me and Randy wrote our books so that one day we could read your book. If we could do it, you can do it. Hit the link and let's talk. Love you guys. God bless you.